Yo guys, what's up? KL here and welcome back to another video on the channel. As you guys can see, we're an Ultimate Team, and as you can clearly see, we have just bought ourselves an 86 rated Steven Gerrard. I decided to get this card, try him out, put him in the team and have some fun with him. I am a Liverpool supporter, so I've always wanted to buy Gerrard, and now would be a perfect time, especially with a lot of you guys getting him from the base icon pack. Now, with that being said, you guys saw the team I'm going to play him in. He's 6 foot tall, medium work rates, right footed primarily, with 3-star skills and a 3-star weak foot, and you guys saw I picked him up for 215,000 coins. Now, I'm going to play him in 2 positions, centre mid and CDM, and those also happen to be the 2 positions that he can start in, which is pretty useful. Anyway, heading into the attribute details, you guys can see I picked him up with the Hunter and I decided to keep the Hunter on him. With the Hunter, the pace is going to go up to 78. The shooting is going to look absolutely insane. It's going to go up to 88 attack positioning, 89 finishing, 94 shot power with 87 long shots, 99 volleys and 94 penalties. The passing is the best part of the card on paper and in game. The passing looks phenomenal. It's got 84 vision and free kick accuracy, 83 curve with 87 crossing, 90 short passing and 92 long passing. Dribbling looks decent apart from the agility, balance and the actual dribbling stat. The reactions and ball control both at 88 with 87 composure. He has got some pretty solid defensive stats with 83 stand tackle and 80 slide tackle and decent interceptions as well. Physical looks pretty good. He's got 83 strength, 83 aggression, 77 stamina, which isn't that great, but he does also have 73 jumping, which is surprising because this guy jumps so high to win headers. You guys will see in a second. Anyway, the icon profile, this is for when he unfortunately slipped and cost us the league, but regardless, we can forgive him. The player traits, he's got no shooting traits, but he does have the leadership traits and the team player trait. With that being said, we are going to jump straight into the gameplay highlights. With 86 rated, base icon Steven Gerrard, and straight off the bat showing off some defensive work, he steps in, makes a good interception and makes a good pass to Mount, who unfortunately just sprints past the ball and forgets about it. But regardless, heading on to the next clip, this is in the second half. I did say you guys will see his heading ability in a second, and you see it here, leaps miles above the midfielder, I think it was, wins the header, and unfortunately we don't end up scoring. Really close, but good header from Steven Gerrard, and like I said, unfortunately we don't end up scoring. Still in the same game though, bear in mind this is a debut. Get the ball with Gerrard, 1-2 with Bruno Guimaraes, and it is a fantastic finish into the back of the net. He absolutely smashes that into the top corner, arrowed into the top bins. Fantastic finish, and we do get a consolation goal in this game and a debut day goal with Steven Gerrard. But we are of course going to try to get another one here. It's a brilliant take, and you're going to use that speed to get past his man, and he does. Brilliant football. Rodrigo gets it into him, and a little bit jammy, but again a fantastic finish. He's got 99 volleys and it showed. Fantastic volley into the bottom corner, just smashes it on the turn, and we do end up scoring. Moving on to the next match, felt a little bit unnatural using Steven Gerrard in a random purple kit from EA, so of course I decided to slap the Liverpool kit on, and well, he clearly plays better in it. Look at this goal, absolutely ridiculous, rolling back the years there, Stevie G. Fantastic finish by Gerrard, ridiculous long shot, and well, I guess the kit numbers got to be the next thing to change. But gonna have another look at this goal, a ridiculous hit from Stevie G. What a hit. Just take the touch and bang. Not really the most powerful of shots, but the curl on that, the outside foot shot that he did produce, was absolutely ridiculous. Moving on to the next game, with the number 8 shirt, of course, finally does really well to create a chance for us, and we move the ball onto Foden, who moves it onto Mount, and we do get a goal. No assist for Gerrard, but we do get a goal because of Gerrard, and that is why that makes its way into this video. Moving on to the next clip here, Luke Shaw wins it back, does really well, wriggles the pass into Gerrard, and that is a ridiculous pass yet again. First time, so nonchalant about it, just steps into the ball and plays an inch perfect pass for Mason Mount, who controls it, and actually that was a very good finish, I'm not gonna lie. Moving on to the next clip, again a fantastic inch perfect pass by Gerrard, curls it into Rodrigo, who somehow doesn't have the speed anymore to run past players. They really massacred the speed on that card, but regardless, here Rodrigo gets it into Gerrard again, gonna dribble a little bit. I see the player on the map making that run, and what a ball on the 3-star weak foot, launched it forward for him. We do end up scoring. Unfortunately, I didn't trust the left foot of Demi Rice to play that pass first time into into Rodrigo, and unfortunately we end up running offside. But here, speaking of runs, a good run through by Gerrard, dinks it into Mount, brilliant pass, and he replicates with a fantastic finish. Very similar to the pass that he received from Gerrard, but regardless, we had another assist with Stevie G. Good run made into the box, and a good little dink over the defender's leg to end up scoring. This is in the 90th minute, well almost 90th minute. I decided it was Gerrard time, give him the ball, let him shoot, and unfortunately the keeper makes a save. Moving on to the next match though, Rodrigo has a chair. Foden running over the top, Rodrigo plays a good pass. Foden does really well to control it, didn't have faith in him to outpace the defenders, but Gerrard again makes it run forward from midfield, and that is a fantastic volley. Weird scissor kick into the back of the net, brilliant finish again on the volley, and we do end up scoring with Steven Gerrard, and it is 1-0 in this game. On to the next clip here, Gerrard, a little bit of lag, but hopefully we can come through and create a chance. Go for goal. Oh, and that is very, very close. That was a very good effort from Steven Gerrard, and unfortunately the keeper flies and makes a good save. That was honestly a very good shot. I thought it was going in, and when he missed, I thought he just missed it, but clearly the keeper got fingertips to it. Here he does really well to win the ball back. It's a brilliant take, and that pass is absolutely disgusting. Foden should be scoring that header, but what a pass into the box from Steven Gerrard. It just shows that he's not only that type of guy where you're going to get the ball with him and smash the long balls, he can also make those cute little dinks in behind, as he does here to Fred, who's able to take it on, move it on to Rodrigo, and we are able to get another goal. Moving on to the next clip here, Gerrard again, one touch, bang. What a goal from Steven Gerrard again. Not the most powerful of shots like we are used to seeing with Gerrard in real life, but regardless, a fantastic finish nonetheless. On to the next clip, another fantastic pass by Steven Gerrard, a brilliant ball, first time, curled perfectly into the path of Leao, who made sure that Gerrard gets an assist, sacrificing himself to get that goal, but regardless, a very, very good pass by Steven Gerrard. I've used the word fantastic a lot in this video, and that basically just sums up the card, to be honest with you. But regardless, here we are getting smashed, but Gerrard play for the badge. Rashford tries to get away from him, Gerrard stays strong, wins it back, and we can go forward from there. He makes a good pass into Mane, gets it into Foden, and unfortunately that touch is too heavy. But good work there by Steven Gerrard to win the ball back. Like I said, we're getting smashed in this game. Just going to try and go on a bit of a run here with Steven Gerrard and use that speed, and he gets it past Bernard, and unfortunately that touch is just a bit too heavy from him, and we end up losing possession of the ball. But regardless, good run through by Steven Gerrard. Speaking of good runs, here we're going to see another one into a tight spot, and he turns very well. I see Rodrigo at the far post, we're going to swing it into him, and what a cross that is from Gerrard. This man, when it comes down to passing, can do absolutely everything to perfection. The crossing, the overthrows, the short passing, everything. This man can do everything. You name it, he can do it. Here again, brilliant control by Gerrard. He's got 88 ball control, and it shows. Brilliant control, gets the pass off to Mount, who does get us the final assist of this video in the final clip of this video. Brilliant work there from Gerrard though, to get the pass into him in the first place. So like I said, with that being said, it is time to review the card, and I'll be honest, at first I thought this card is horrendous. He's terrible. Waste of coins. If you get him from the base icon pack, discard him. Not the case. Not the case at all. I did give this card some time. I figured out how to use him properly, as how Gerrard should be used, and then he was ridiculous. Look at the goal contributions from Gerrard. 10 goal contributions in 6 games is fantastic, and the passing and shooting on the card is clearly the standout points. I will get to that in a second. But with the pace, it's honestly not too bad. This guy is not quick off the mark, not at all, and you're not expecting him to be. I was at first, which is why I thought that this card was terrible, but honestly, get ball Gerrard and drive through teams, he's very good at that. So for pace, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 7.5 out of 10. It's nothing special, but he is lengthy, so those of you who live for that word, you guys probably are celebrating somewhere. But regardless, the pace on the card is fantastic. With, well, not fantastic, but it's decent enough with the Hunter or Shadow Cam style, if you want to give that to him. The shooting, like I said, the shooting and the passing is fantastic on this card. The long shots, the volleys, the finishing is very good. So shooting, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 9 out of 10. The shooting is very good. Considering I gave Leon Bailey an 8.8 out of 10, I feel like the shooting on this card is better. The long shots particularly are fantastic, so shooting a 9 out of 10. Passing, this is the best passing I've used in this game. I haven't tried De Bruyne yet, but I have tried Christian Eriksen, who does have one of the highest passing stats in the game. This guy's passing is levels above that. Same stat, they both have 88, but in my opinion, the passing from Gerrard is ridiculous, and I do think that he deserves a 9.2 out of 10. Like I said, you name a pass and this guy can make it with his eyes closed to perfection. Dribbling is terrible. Don't even bother trying. He can take a touch here and there past people because of the 88 ball control and reactions. Especially his first touch, he can take that touch past players. He does have that ability, and because he is kind of clunky on the ball, his first touch sometimes is so bad that it takes a touch past the defender. So honestly, dribbling, not great. I don't think you should get this card and try to dribble around with him. You get the ball with him, pass it or shoot. Dribbling, I'm going to go ahead and give him a 7.8 out of 10. I feel like that is a fair rating. And with the defending honestly is pretty good, and that is because he is so big in game. He is pretty stocky, so the physicality on the card is enough with the body type on the card to actually produce some pretty solid tackles and some pretty good defending in general. So I do think the defending on the card is decent. The stand tackles are very good. Slide tackles are kind of decent, but the stand tackles are where it's at with this card. And he does make some pretty decent interceptions as well. So for dribbling, I'm going to go ahead and, for defending, I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8.4 out of 10. I feel like that is fair for this card. Moving on to the physical, the last stat that we need to rate out of 10, I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8.5. I feel like he's more physical, which is why he's able to defend well. If it wasn't for the physical, his defending wouldn't be that good. So because of that, I feel like the physical deserves to be higher than the defending, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go ahead and give him an 8.5 out of 10 for physical. It is decent. The problem with this card, with the physical, is the stamina. He does get pretty tired, and if you are buying him for 215,000 coins or whatever you are buying him for, it's not worth it because, well, not it's not worth it, he's very good, he'll win you the game in the time that he's on the pitch, but he will get pretty tired pretty quickly, and of course you're spending that many coins, you want to use him for as long as possible. However, you get him from the base icon pack, by all means put him in your team, and he will perform. Of course, the stamina isn't that much of an issue. It's just a thing with certain players. You spend coins, you want to buy the player, and you want to enjoy him for the full 90, and sometimes he just gets tired like Gerrard does. But like I said, for the physical, an 8.5 out of 10. All in all, is this card worth it? If you had to spend coins on him, 100%. If you had to get him from the base icon pack, also put him in your team. This guy is pretty good. He's a solid card. His passing is sensational, shooting is sensational. One of the best midfielders in the game at the moment. Of course, that power curve won't last long, but at the moment he is very good. With that being said, I bring an end to the video. If you liked it, smash the thumbs up, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.